What's up, everyone? Chris of Midlife Crisis Media and StatBlock20 here. Gonna stream a little bit of the Shadowrun Returns on the PS5. This is the Shadowrun Trilogy collection that I picked up through Limited Run Games. Showed up not too long ago. I want to say at least within the year. Absolutely love Shadowrun. I love cyberpunk. So it's my favorite subgenre of science fiction, and I've played the tabletop RPG a few times, and I've loved this ever since the early 90s when I played the Super Nintendo Shadowrun game. I thought that was a fantastic action RPG, and I've kind of been in love with the universe ever since. And when I heard that the video games of Shadowrun were coming back after that absolute travesty that was the Xbox 360 Shadowrun game, that thing was a back alley abortion of a video game. I was expecting a fun game and not one game that had a single level and a handful of characters you can play as, and you just constantly have to replay that level online together forever. It was a waste of time and money. So when it was coming back as Shadowrun Returns, but only on Steam at the time, I was super excited, and it's one of the few games I ever downloaded on Steam. And I put down first playthrough in the description because I've never actually played through it all the way, but I have played it. That's why I have the kinda in the title. I've played through a good deal of it, but I've never actually beaten it. So I plan to do so with this playthrough, and I'm going to start now. Let's see what kind of options we have. Everything, cursor speed, in-game tutorials. Yeah, that all looks fine. So, new game. Dead Man's Switch. In the urban sprawl of the Seattle Metroplex, the search for a mysterious killer sets you on a trail that leads from the darkest slums to the city's most powerful megacorps. You will need to tread carefully, enlist the aid of other runners, and master powerful forces of technology and magic in order to emerge from the shadows of Seattle unscathed. Such a big fan of Shadowrun, especially that Super Nintendo game, that I made a fan film with another friend of mine who is a huge RPG fan. This is still, I think, one of his favorite tabletop RPGs. No one will ever see that movie. It will never see the light of day. It's a piece of plain shit, but it was something just a bunch of kids wanted to do together. Yeah. So, let's do it. Select my difficulty. Change difficulty setting to well. I'm just gonna go with normal. I always go with normal. Create my character. I will go for Let's go for a female. Choose my race. Since the Awakening in 2012, the 5 races have come to be considered metahuman. The races now that make up the world are dwarf, elf, human, orc, and troll. So that's a human. Humans were the only race on Earth until the Awakening in 2012. Now they find themselves the definition of average or even normal. They are still the most populous race in the world, and thus control many of the most powerful, moneyed, and important positions in society. All humans have a +3 to Karma to start the game, and Karma is XP. Maximum stats, body, quickness, everything is 9. Okay, they can go up to 9. Many people consider elves to be the most fortunate metahumans. They are the most attractive and socially accepted than the other metahuman races. They're taller than humans, but have more slender build. The hair is usually thicker, longer, and more luxurious than average, and their ears come to a point. All elves have a +1 to charisma, okay? Their charisma can go up to 12 compared to everyone else. Dwarves are the shortest of the metahuman races, although their torsos and shoulders are wider than their size would indicate. Thus their strength is equal to and sometimes greater than the larger races. So they have a +1 to willpower. And they get bonuses to body, strength, and willpower, okay? Orcs are the fastest breeding race and now are second only to humans in the world population. Their size leads to intimidating silhouettes and a body that can take more physical damage than average. Orcs have pointed ears and intimidating teeth or tusks. Orcs have a +1 to body, so they have advantages in body, strength, but less charisma and intelligence. That's funny. Trolls are the largest metahuman race. The heavy prejudice against them has led people to assume trolls have lowered intelligence, but in reality, there is no proof to this. Trolls have pointed ears, intimidating teeth or tusks, and many have horn-like growths that other metahumans do not manifest. They have a +1 to body and a +1 to strength, so they get extra body, less quickness, extra strength, less intelligence. You just said they're not stupid. And willpower. I'm going to go with an elf. Choose my archetype. Archetypes are a quick way to accelerate or to create a character. They are pre-generated characters with attributes and skills tuned around a specific function. They are ready to select and play. You are not locked to this archetype and can grow your character however you wish. So Street Samurai. Street Samurai are fearless operatives who follow a code of street honor. They are learned in the ways of the traditional samurai warrior and in the practices of modern combat. Some sell their skills for profit while others work to take out the dishonorable scum that seem to breathe in their urban sprawl. Key attributes: body strength, quickness. Mage specializes in the casting of spells, though that doesn't mean they can't use physical weapons as well. Their spells cover a wide range of magical effects, from offensive damage attacks to character augmentation and degradation spells to healing spells. Okay, so they need willpower, and I get charisma. Okay. A Decker uses a cyber deck to jack into the Matrix, the worldwide information grid and computer network. By projecting their minds into the electronic world, Deckers can find secrets others tend to keep hidden away. They use programs and expert systems to fight their protections against fight off the protections that megacorporations place in their way. Okay. Shamans believe that their magic comes from a totem spirit that guides their path. Okay, so I get a bonus charisma, so that might be the way to go. A rigger uses specialized cyber tech to control small robot-like vehicles called drones with their minds. They can use this ability to provide surveillance, support, and extra firepower when required. Physical adept. Adepts are magically driven or magically active characters who focus their magic internally, seeking to reach their utmost potential physically, mentally, and spiritually. As adepts unlock new abilities, they become honed physical machines, using their magic to enhance their close combat abilities. Okay. I want to be either a shaman is the one that uses the charisma that I'll get. Increasing the skill grants a shaman a totem benefit. Conjuring. I love Street Samurai because of swordplay, but I like Mage, but they're soft and squishy. Deckers are fun because I get to go into the internet. But a Shaman is more like a paladin. That's basically a punchy punch. Ugh. Shit. Okay, and I get bonuses to quickness, charisma. Everything else is the same. Quickness and charisma. Oops. Customize my runner. What do I want my runner to look like? I like goth. Spend my karma. Karma represents the experience characters earn while running shadows and achieving goals. Karma is used to improve attributes and skills. An attribute or skill rating can be increased by spending karma equal to the next increment of that rating. Thus, improving your body from 4 to 5 requires you to spend 5 karma points. You have some karma available now to customize your character. Thanks! I have 5. So I already have 4 body, quickness, strength, charisma. Throwing weapons, close combat, melee weapons. This rank in melee weapons is beyond my current close combat. Okay, so I need to get a close combat. So I need to spend 5 to get that. Shotgun, pistol, SMG. Control, no. Spellcasting, no. Charisma. Spirit summoning, no. Bioattack. Grants a bonus to the hit points recovered when using a medkit, yes. Confirm. Choose an etiquette. Etiquette is about knowing how to behave in various social situations. The right etiquette can give you an edge in certain conversations. Choose an etiquette from the list below. Choosing your etiquette does not cost karma, and each etiquette can only be chosen once. First name. Okay, first name. What should I call her? Last name. There we go. Your apartment, 3 o'clock in the morning. It's got 4 walls, a roof, and isn't on fire. Even the cockroaches have fled in search of better accommodations. Not exactly a runner's dream pad, but right now, it's about all you have left. Running the shadows is all about feast or famine. One day you're Novahat, working jobs that allow you to eat at 5-star restaurants. The next, well, you're here. This one's a famine for the ages. Slagging fixer hasn't called. The money's run out, and then some. Sinless and free. Free to starve in the cracks of a society run by megacorps who just want your million. Something needs to change, and soon. I can move my character using L, with the camera using R. Look at that. My computer, state of the art in 2050, broken since 2051. A slip of paper with your bank balance, enough to cover you through the end of the week. My notebook, calendar, contacts, that kind of thing. View your list of contacts. This is my list. Is sad, dried up. Carter, Detroit, fixer, no response to messages. Dowd, runner, dead. Felton, Nash, fixer, missing since February. New Larry, runner, dead. Sam Watts, runner, probably in the gutter somewhere. Sangoma, runner, dead. Half-jack dealer, retired or dead. The list goes on, either dead, ends, or just plain dead. My personal calendar. It's empty, nothing to do. Put down my notebook. Okay. Sam Watts. The screen leaps to life, making you squint against its brightness. The face on the screen is laughing. Sam Watts. Hey, buddy, hope I didn't catch you at a bad time. He giggles, he's drunk again, or worse. Shouldn't have given you my comm code, gonk. You're zoned. Where have you been, Sam? Haven't heard from you in months. Oh, don't bother either side of the conversation. I'm not really here. Just one reason for this vid. Someone finally geeked me. I'm dead. I'm probably had it coming. When you're an unsavory character like myself, you tend to associate with other unsavory characters who often partake in unsavory business, like you, for example. So why am I dead? Who knows? Probably my fault. I wonder where you are right now. I bet you hit a big payday and you are living high on the hog somewhere. Some of us are born winners, and some of us are me. Hey, you remember that Renraku run that when things went to hell and we lost Dowd? Or that makeshift saloon on the docks afterward? I really had your back that night, didn't I? Dowd, that's a name you haven't heard in a long time. "3 years ago, a makeshift bar on the Seattle docks, the night Dowd went down. To make the character snap back to your character and to make it follow you, press up. Jesus. That's an orc. Goth orc. Sangoma, an urban shaman who proved her worth during a run against Fuchi last fall. She's the quiet type, an experienced runner. We're out in the open here, Oz. Ready to bolt. Our fixer owes us for the run, and for Dowd, we wait. Late for another appointment, Sangoma? Your call." New Larry. You've been running with New Larry for about 6 months now. He's a combat mage with a bad tattoo and a bad attitude. He knew Dowd almost as well as you did. Dowd never saw anybody die like that before. Idiot. He shakes his head. I hate this fragging city, Oz. It's wet and the rain feels like acid, and I want out of here. Shut your screamer about the rain. We lost a man tonight. Wait for the money. I get it. Now take a pill and relax. Sure, Oz. Sure, whatever you say. Sam Watts. I don't know, Oz. Sam is a good guy and can hold his own in a fight, but he's been hitting the bottle pretty good lately. Never on a run so far, but he needs watching. Shakes his head. That run went sideways 9 ways to Sunday. Now the fixer is late. Smell funny to you? That bastard better show. We need the money. What do you think we should do? Smell funny to you? Hell yeah, it smells funny. Look at where he set the meeting. This was supposed to be a public place. Cut the dreck, Sam. We both know why Dowd went down, and it wasn't the fixer or some other paranoid chip dream of yours. Sam smells toothy grin. I've been waiting for this all night. New Larry has something he wants to say. Don't you, Larry? Go ahead, spill it. You were sloppy. Sloppy? You think I was sloppy? You've been twitching all day, son. Look at your hands. They're shaking. Own up, Sam. If you screwed up, admit it. You've been drinking, Sam. That's true, Sam. You did miss a beat back there. On a run? No, not a drop. Not today. Not ever. Something dawns on him. He leans into New Larry, amused and dangerous. We were set up, and he knows it. Don't you, Larry? What was that call you made before we hit Renraku? What is that? R? Oh. How come you couldn't geek that guy before he unloaded on Dowd? I've seen you fling a lightning bolt, son. He should have been burnt toast before his gun cleared the holster. New Larry checks his watch, licks his lips, looks over his shoulder in the darkness. He's looking for someone, and it's not the fixer. Okay, I can see where this is going. You chummers are damaged. I'm out. Did you keep us here long enough, Larry? Hands where I can see them, asshole. How much did they pay you to sell us out, Larry? Looks that way. Sorry, Oz. I kind of like you. I just like money better. We've got incoming. New Larry relaxes, throws you a direct-eating grin. Looks like my new Renraku friends are finally here, and they're gonna take that hard drive off your corpse, buddy. We should choose our friends more carefully, Oz. At least we have each other. That guy was never my friend. Buy you a drink after this? You'll owe me several. Okay, so it's a tactical style game. Like a XCOM style game. And I do enjoy these games quite a bit. The enemies are going first because they have the advantage. Welcome to combat. To move your character, use the L stick to select a tile and X to move there. Depending on the distance, this will cost 1 or more action points. Once you're happy with your positions, press X to open up your character's skills. You're now in turn-based combat mode. Each character on your team has an action pool. Spend these actions on movement, attacks, or using spells and items. Once your team's turn is complete, the enemy team will move and attack. Additional tutorial information is available from the reference guide, which can be accessed in the upper right corner of your PDA menu. Okay. Select a skill using the D-pad or the L stick. A panel with detailed information on the selected skill will appear above the skill bar. Confirm the skill with X to target an enemy. Select an action. Single shot. Dock wagon, basic trauma kit. No, I'm going to. Enemy target. Select a target using the D-pad or the L stick. Use X to confirm and the pop-up information will tell you that. I have a 33% chance of hitting him and 87% chance of hitting them. Okay, Sam. And there's a 99% chance of hitting this guy. Spray and pray. 6 damage. Okay. Aim shot. Yeah. Switch current character. Okay, your team can consist of multiple people and or summons, each with their own AP and skills. You can use the D-pad to cycle through them when in movement mode as long as they have available AP. So, I'm going to move here and shoot. Switch weapons. Yeah, I got that. Dead. Okay, and then big. Oh shit, we got more. dead. Haha, fuck you. Oh shit. Okay, he's gotta move. Oz is definitely gonna move. Did I even hit him? Okay, so she can put a totem down. No. She's got it. No, she can fire. Aim shot. Dead! Damn it! Shit. How am I not healing? Oh! Okay, she's gonna go over here and protect her. She's got no shot. Ah! Ah! Just have him shoot him in the face. 69%. I'll take it. What? Tutorial reminder. All these tutorial screens will only be shown to you once, but if you need to see these screens, they can be re-enabled by marking the Enable in-game tutorials checkbox in the menu. Okay, gotcha. Having you look shaken. That was a hell of a thing. Part of the life, Sam. You know that. You did good. You're more for this gig as me, not so much. I think I'm going to hang it up, find a nice brothel somewhere, stay drunk until I croak. What about you? I think I'll find a better class of people to hang out with. Me, I do this. This is the only life I know. I'll find a safe house out of town, laid on a rack. We've got a long memory. I do too. I don't forget my friends. You stare at Sam's face on your comlink, shake off the memory, and focus. I had your back that night, didn't I? Now I'm asking myself, who would care if I die? Who would give a rat's ass? Better or worse, your name is at the top of the list. Maybe it's the only name on the list. So I set up a dead man's switch to send you this call. I got 100,000 New Yen insurance policy, payable when you find who creased me, alive with a conviction or in a body bag with justification. Either works. Contact my law firm, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain when the job is done. They'll know what to do. He turns to his left. Chet. Lawyer. Camera swivels to show a well-dressed man sitting next to Sam. Pursuant to Mr. Watt's wishes, Rogers, Mengert, and McCain has installed a secure, dedicated phone line so you may contact us directly when the task is complete. We will then begin a verification process. Note that you must also be on a secure landline to access this number. We will not accept transmissions from comlinks or other devices. The camera swivels back at Sam. Sam straightens up, talks seriously first time. Look, Oz, I've led a direct life and I probably left a direct corpse. I've hurt people, hurt myself. I don't know. Maybe I just want the last word. Maybe I just want someone to give a crap that I sucked air for a while. What do you say? I'll get to the bottom of this, someone will pay. I say I've traded drinking buddy for a paycheck. I say my schedule's pretty clear right now. 100,000 New Yen buys a lot of drinks. Hope you just said yes. Directed complete, get a job. I've got a locator chip slotted in my head these days. If, when my heart stops, it'll activate. That's how you'll find me. See you on this side, on the other side. Guess I'm heading back to Seattle. Rest in peace, Sam. See you in Seattle. We'll see how I can be over to this. The dead man's switch. Your plane hits the SeaTac tarmac with a jolt. Welcome to Seattle. The chilly northwest rain obscures your vision as you step onto the tarmac. Before long, you're sitting in the cramped back seat of a cab, following the signal from Sam's locator chip into the heart of the Redford Barrens. Organ grinders, a legal chop shop for body parts, whether from the living or the dead. If you're hurting bad enough for New Yen, this is the place to sell a limb or an organ. It's also a good place to dispose of an inconvenient body when making a little cash on the side. This franchise is the closest thing the Barrens has to a morgue. It seems this is where Sam Watt's body has ended up. You open the door and are assaulted by the smell of death and bleach. I'm in the back. The smell of death and decomposition washes over you, only slightly masked by the minty, fake fresh of industrial-grade antiseptic. Hovering over the recently departed is a small dwarf whistling a tune. His broad grin says, I love my job a little more than you'd want or expect from someone in the chop shop trade. As you approach, he looks up with a lopsided grin. There's something kindly in his eyes, though it might just be a stray reflection of chrome and surgical tools. Sorry, didn't expect any visitors at this hour, and some asshole at corporate took my receptionist. What can I do for you, ma'am? Are you the coroner? I'm John Dresden, the organ grinders branch manager here. So yeah, that makes me this franchise's franchise area's corner too. And you are Oz. I'm here about Sam Watts. Oz, I represent a man named Sam Watts, and I'm here to look into his murder. No one you've ever heard of. Now tell me about Sam Watts. And what makes you think I know anything about that? Sam had a locator chip embedded in his skull. I followed it here. I see. Well, you're right. He's here. Not too many people know about the murder yet, though. The press haven't caught wind of it yet, and what with it being all the way out here in the Barrens. So who told you he was dead? Sam did when his heart stopped. I'm not going to tell him that. Sam's digital ghost. When his heart stopped, I got a recorded message asking me to bring his killer to justice. Guess he had a hunch. The dwarf raises his eyebrows, a smile wiping the suspicion in his face. A dead man's switch, ain't fascinating. I was working on him earlier. He's over here. He's my second Emerald City Ripper victim. The third one was downtown. Ripper, huh? I guess the classics never go out of style. Sounds grisly. Emerald City Ripper. Not my title. That's what the Seattle press insists on calling the killer. All I know is that the original Jack, or like the original Jack, our Ripper knows how to handle a scalpel. But this one's even more twisted. He or she always removes an internal organ from the victim. What prize did the Ripper take from Sam? Delicious, a trophy hunter. What was it? Watts' liver was cleanly cut out. How about the other lucky contestants? Whiz, what else? The first victim's heart was missing, and the third had the spleen removed. McCluskey. Dresden, get out here! Sam's body's half covered by sterile surgical sheet, his face in ashen white. For the first time without a smirk on it. Below the chest, there is a small pencil-thin incision covered in dried blood. Beyond that, the corpse is immaculate. It would seem that the killer knew exactly what they wanted from him and took it. Next to Sam are several plastic envelopes containing the evidence found on his body. You can examine evidence through the bag without spoiling it. Look at the business card. Moving things around, you can make out that it's a card from a place called the Seamstresses Union. There's something handwritten on the back, but the blood has made it illegible. Look at the cred stick. It's a standard, cheap, unsecured cred stick. No way of knowing what's on it without slotting it. Take it. You slot the cred stick in your PDA, $300 is added to your account. Look at the purple shirt. It's Sam's shirt. Several of the buttons are missing, and blood has thoroughly soaked it. The bag sloshes a bit in your hand. Look at the handwritten note. You can only see part of the note, given the torn off bits and bloodstains. I feel terrible that we have been long. I'm saying sorry, love you, Jessica, whatever. Put it on the back. Basic medkit, the most basic medkit. Take it. Towering over the diminutive coroner is a homicide detective right out of Central Casting. If you ignore the tusks, pointed ears, and Neanderthal brow, you can smell his cheap aftershave from a mile away. So this new Ripper Vic, Watts, what's familiar? Didn't his mother kill herself a while back? Corner front seat. So you insisted at the time. Come on, she offed herself. I had it on very good authority. Now let's go, Tristan. Give me something to work with here. This Ripper case is my ticket to a lieutenant's badge. I've already posted everything I know. The killer stuns the target with a combination of drugs and magic, then removes a single internal organ while they're still alive. The perpetrator is most likely right-handed, with a slim hand that knows its way around a scalpel. Has a decent understanding of human and metahuman anatomy, too. So I'm looking for a whacked-out surgeon. Not necessarily. I don't know any surgeons who still use scalpels anymore. These days, it's all done with computer-controlled lasers. Could be anyone from a military field surgeon to an antique medicine aficionado. You know damn help, dwarf. The Lone Star detective finally notices you. You note his superhuman powers of observation. Who the hell are you? I'm the nobody that didn't hear nothing. I'm new in town. You're the welcoming committee. None of your business, lumpy. Oh, shit. Are you the detective in this case? I was hired by Sam Watts to assist you in finding his killer. I'm not telling him that. I'm the nobody who didn't hear nothing. New in town. Welcoming committee? If you're new in town, then let me be the first to tell you that I run the show. If you get in my way, you'll end up back here on a slab. He looks back at the door. Dresden, get me more. I am putting someone in a cell or a box this week and claiming my promotion. Do you always make friends that easily? I'm great at dinner parties, too. Cox said on one side, "Be straight with me. You really gonna work for the dead man? Sam was there when I needed him. I'm going to return the favor. Job's a job, and this pays one better than most. Yeah, Sam was there for me." Fascinating again. Detective McCluskey isn't interested in anything but Detective McCluskey. He'd convict his own mother if it meant another $10 million a week in his paycheck. Plus, he's on the take. Dresden pauses, considering. You have a donor. Or you have honor. A donor. You have honor. After a fashion, I try to honor the dead in my work. So we have that in common. What can I do to help you? On the take, who's paying to hold his leash? What was that McCluskey said about Sam's mother? The official report is she committed suicide about a year ago. Aren't you the official in that sentence? My name's on the report, but my actual findings left some doubts. I can't say that it wasn't suicide, but there were unusual bruises on her upper arms, but she didn't use her dominant hand to pull the trigger. I was told to drop it, so I dropped it. I don't know, but someone with some major pull has been looking out for McCluskey's career and wallet. What are organs going for these days? A whole healthy body can be worth a bunch of yen, but individual organs, not worth as much anymore. What with all the synth and cyber stuff on the market these days. Organ grinders only deals in the recently deceased. There's plenty of other chop shops that aren't as picky though, and they don't care what or where the bodies come from either. Who still uses scalpels? Doctors still learn how to use them in their first year of medical school, as do coroners, but neither the profession uses them much anymore. It's possible some of the slimier chop shops still use scalpels, I suppose, but I wouldn't know where to look. Have you heard of the Seamstresses Union? It's a nearby club in the Barrens, God, I can't read tonight, that attracts lowlifes. You probably like it. Me, I'm not really the going out type. Always too much to be done around here. Plus, the dead are just easier to get along with. I just need to know one more thing. Where was Sam killed? Dresden looks up at you intently for a moment before speaking. You know, I might be able to do you one better. Why don't you poke around those body lockers in the back and see if you find anything useful? The cold storage drawer is labeled John Doe, but the internal thermostat is set to 21 degrees Celsius. Open the drawer. The cold storage drawer opens to reveal a fully clothed body of a man, arms folded across the chest. In addition to sporting some of the brightest orange hair you've ever seen, the body seems to be in very good condition. Jake Armitage, yeah, boy! That's the main character you play as in the Super Nintendo Shadowrun game, which, when I was playing this on Steam when it was first released, I lost my goddamn mind that he was in this. Whoa, easy there. In one move, he jumps down from the drawer and stands before you. For someone who just woke up in a morgue locker, he seems unfazed and pretty well put together. You spot a data jack drilled into his temples and some shamanistic tattoos peeking above his collar. An interesting combination. Jake, I told John to wake me up at 6 in the morning. Is it 6 yet? It doesn't feel like 6 yet. Sorry, I didn't expect you to be so alive. What do I look like, a damn alarm clock? Oh, you're just sleeping in a freezer for dead people. Yeah, Dresden thinks he's pretty funny. You're not the first person he's pulled this on. Chuckles. Well, so much for a good night's sleep. On the plus side, I noticed you haven't killed me yet, so that's good. If you aren't after me, then what's your story? The latest Ripper victim, did you know him? Last questions, what are you doing in a morgue drawer? I'm looking at the deaf Sam watch. The corner seems to think you can help me out. Sam, man, glad somebody cares. We used to drink together every now and then over at the Union. Decent enough guy. Always in trouble over something or other, though. Jake yells toward the other side of the room. John, is this lady cool? Yeah, she's on the level, working for Sam, believe it or not. Some sort of dead man switch. I thought you could help her out. Maybe even stop moping around the shop all day. Thanks for volunteering me. He pauses, might be sizing up, but it's hard to tell behind those shades. Alright then, the name's Jake, and you are? Call me Oz. Nice to meet you. Well, it sounds like you're taking a dive into the deep end here. John's right, I might be able to help you out. I was with Sam the other night, the night of the murder. Poor guy. He was hanging at the Seamstresses Union that night, tripped out and rowdy. I'd been laying low there for a few days after a bad run. Miss Kubota asked me to throw Sam out, so I did. But out in the alley, some gangers got the jump on me. He winces. Damn, maybe I need some soy calf after all. John, can you grab me a cup? Get your own damn cup. My hands are dirty anyway. Now what's wrong with this intestine? You hear a squelching sound. Thanks, John. You're a real pal. Anyway, there's a big fat corp bounty on my head. Like I said, my last job didn't exactly go according to plan. Out in the alley, a few Halloweeners got the jump on us. Damn gangers thought they could turn a quick profit off my head. Jake smiles and you get the impression that didn't work out so well for the gangers. Sam stumbles off during the fight, though, and that's the last I saw of him until he turned up here. DOA reminds me of my last day in this place, which is where the Super Nintendo game starts off. Jake is dead and reanimates on a table in a morgue. You've done this before? Great, so you don't know anything about his death. Do you know anything else? You've done this before? It's a long story. I ended up in the morgue more often than the average guy. Yeah, Jake here's a regular. Should have started a rewards card, Jake. A few more visits and you get a free night stay. I'll hold you to that, John. Anyway, they found Sam's body less than a block away from the Union, missing a liver and all. Tell you what, you look like you can handle yourself in a fight. I could use some backup to settle the score with those Halloweeners out there. Their leaders got the whole gang searching the Barrens for me. I need to get rid of that asshole. In return, I'll take you to the place Sam was murdered. It's not safe to hit these streets alone at night, trust me. And maybe I'll throw in some decent supplies while we're at it. What do you say? It's nice to have someone watching your back out there, assuming you can trust them. I don't work for free. I fight to get paid and you not tours. I do like a bit of street justice now and then. Alright, Jake, count me in. Great, I've been hiding out here ever since that run-in with the Halloweeners. Whiny bunch of gangsters. But this stretch of the Barrens is their turf. Hell, I'm surprised you even made it to the morgue in one piece without packing some heat. Yells over his shoulder. Very funny, Jake. You can sleep in the dumpster tomorrow. So you need a weapon. Have you got an SMG with you? Yep. Take. Spray and pray. Fair enough. Take this. It's a little beat up, but it works. So ready for an evening out on the town? Just a minute. Tell me more about these gangers first. Well, they're one of the nastier gangs in town. Their symbol is a flaming jack-o'-lantern, but you wouldn't like their version of trick-or-treating very much. Around here, they're led by a troll named John Paul. He's got all the Halloweeners in the Barrens looking for me. We take him out, maybe I can breathe a bit easier. I'm ready. I'll follow your lead. The Halloweeners aren't looking for you yet. Dock wagon basic trauma kit. Take. Basic med kit. Take. Can I still talk to... Nope. Nope. Head out to the Barrens? Yes. Tip, you cannot save your game during conversation or mid-action. Whatever. The Redmond Barrens. Run in the Seattle sprawl, and sooner or later, you'll find yourself in the Redmond Barrens. It doesn't matter your business. The Barrens doesn't like you. Take 1 part radioactive wasteland, 3 parts dog-eat-dog slum, and a dash of tourist trap, and you've got a recipe for mean as hell. You leave the sanitized death and formaldehyde of organ grinders behind, entering the anarchy and desperation of the streets. Jake stops a moment to breathe deeply, filling his lungs with motorcycle exhaust, radioactive dust, cordite, and who knows what else. He exhales an expression of wry contentment. The stench and grime tell him he's home. Okay. My stash is just around the corner in the alley. Okay. Does the bus stop here? Looking for a date? Elves are my favorite. Eat a bag of dicks. Hidden in the garbage-strewn alley is a high-tech safe with a MAD card reader on the front. Open the safe with Jake's MAD card. Damn. With a smooth hiss, the safe opens to reveal a collection of gear that is perfect match for your skills. You take the gear. I got a grenade. Oh, shit. So welcome to the Barrens. Guess I'll need to find a new spot to hide my gear. Good dead drops are so hard to keep. Same dreck in every city these days. Should I invest in real estate around here? Well, at least they were too dumb to break my mag lock. Now that you've got some gear, let's go deal with those Halloweeners. Halloweenies. The man before you appears well-mannered but nervous. Excuse me, ma'am, I don't know you, but you look like you can handle yourself in a fight and we need some help. Calm down, how can I help? What's your problem? Some thugs are shaking down the market we've set up here. It's been getting worse lately. I don't think we can afford to pay them anymore, but no one will stand up to them, and Lone Star isn't about to get involved. What's the market you're at? How many of them are there, and how much are you paying? If it's on my way, maybe I can help. What's this market of yours, or where's this market of yours at? It's just on the street, ma'am. Please, our livelihoods depend on this market. Hey, nothing's my business, but I wouldn't go that way. Alright, what's going on? Some Halloweeners stirring up trouble again. She points to the south. They rode in this morning on those fancy bikes, set up camp in the old street market. They've been marching up and down that street all day, shaking down anyone that wanders past. Typical. Well, odds are those are the guys we're after. Anything else I should know about these gangers? Well, their leader's a big old troll named John Paul. Real piece of work even for a wiener. Sounds like a friendly bunch. You're gonna be safe out here? Thanks for the heads up. No sweat. Hey, asswife, take another step forward and we're going to plant you right there. This is a Halloweener property now. This is one of the two that got away. If I hadn't missed my shot, these idiots would have given up and moved on by now. Wait a minute, you're rolling with Jake? Bad idea, chummer. The Halloweeners are collecting that bounty, and killing you, well, that'll be a nice bonus. Jesus. Why is everyone, like, just trying to frickin' assassinate me? Is there a way to zoom in? Yeah, there we go. Where did he go? Right there? You. Dead. That was a dumb move, bro. Okay, so let's see what Jake can do. No targets available. He's got to move. Shit. Jake. Dead. You're dead, Jake. Dead. Whoa, Uncle, I was just playing with you. I'll call off the rest of Halloween as Jake called it even, yeah? What do you think, Jake? Dirtbags like you don't need second chances. Then lower your weapon and walk away. What do you think, Jake? I'm already at shoot-on-sight stats with these guys. Killing John Paul means one less wiener to shoot me in the back while I'm buying smokes. Hell, they'll be doing the same to you as soon as there's profit in it. You're right, let's finish it. So, spend my karma. Let's do it. So I need more ranged combat. And I need to do some melee weapons. I'll save the other one. Confirm. Okay. That's done. Don't hurt me. Visit the murder site. Okay, where's the murder site, bro? Watch out for those gangers. They're not there anymore. They're kinda dead. The thug attempts to use his bulk and hideous breath to intimidate the shopkeeper. The old woman is holding firm, but you can see the thug's patience fading fast, and he looks like he's about to start breaking things. Hey, who the hell are you? But your mom's real proud of you right now. I heard about you. Why don't you piss off? You ain't a Halloweener. Why don't you buzz off? Because I'm sick of gutter punks like you. Business, dusting is gonna get me paid. Maybe I'll just be on my way. Oh, you were just looking to cause static. Dash, ISIS lady. Fragging dead. Okay, so Jake. I can't thank you enough. I hate to see such bloodshed, but those men would not take no for an answer. We simply want to make our way in the world. The shopkeeper holds out a few million. Please take this last we can do. Keep it eating more than I do. Smell of fried food, powdered sugar, and slightly burned soy cap is almost enough to overpower the dusty sewage stench of Redmond streets. The troll working the stand is covered in food stains older than he is. What can I get you, chummer? You see the murder in the alley across the way? Nope, I was closed when it happened, but hey, it's the Barons. Back alleys, killings, nothing new around here. The only reason the cops are making a big deal about the Ripper business is because some of the victims are real people, you know, folks with sins. You can tell me about the Barons. Barons, hell, if you have to ask, you probably shouldn't be out here. This stretch we're on is called Touristville, though, and I suppose it's the closest thing around here to respectable. Fewer muggings, and you might even survive drinking the water if you're lucky. Wouldn't recommend it, though. Now, behind me, that's the Seamstresses Union. You want drinks, drugs, favors, information around here? The union's your spot. Hell, that's the place. That place is the reason I'm in business. Folks get the munchies when they party. Miss Kubota owns the joint, and she's quality, a hard woman with fare. I think a chili donuts. Okay. I'll see you around. The dwarf merchant is packing up her stand for the night. I'm closed. Come back tomorrow. You've got a great view of that alley across the street. Don't suppose you saw the murder that happened there? Sure. I was closing up when I heard a series of explosions from behind the Union. A couple seconds later, this guy comes out, runs across the street. Didn't get a good look at him. Then all the lights in the alley exploded all of a sudden. Things got pretty quiet after that. Let me guess, you didn't go running over to see if the guy was okay. Oh no, around here that kind of thing gets you killed. Thank you for your time. No problem. There it is. As you approach the scene of Sand's murder, Jake spies the flashing red and blue lights ahead. Whoa, hold up a minute. Lone Star isn't above collecting on a corp-issued bounty, and the one on my head isn't going away anytime soon. Sorry, friend, I think this is where our paths diverge. Thanks again for the help with those Halloweeners. Here's your payment. They don't take Nguyen where I'm going, and you look like you could use the funds. Likewise, Jake, give me a call when you're in the clear. If you want to stick around, I could use the backup. Yeah, sure. Hey, one more thing. When you're done checking on your pal's crime scene, pop into the Seamstresses Union. It's just down the street. You need gear, information, or just a damn stiff drink. It's the place to be. Best dive this side of Chicago. Hey now! I used that place as a base of operations for years back in the day. Make the right friends there, and I'm sure you get to the bottom of this ripper business. Nice knowing you. Bye! Bright yellow police tape cuts through the darkness, directing your eyes to the white chalk outline and a dark red stain marking the slab of pavement where Sam Watts died. Standing at the entrance to the alley is a Lone Star officer. The cop looks cold, hungry, and irritated at the homeless man who's currently pestering him. I'm telling you, I need to get my stuff from the alley or I'm going to die in cold tonight. And I've been trying to explain to you that this is an official Lone Star investigation and I can't let anyone in here. Yeah, I got rights. Look, you sinless garbage, I've got a job to do. Find a new blanket or find a reason to use my stun baton. Typical, I hate all you pigs. It looks over. What now? Hey, thanks. The upper's face lights up. You know, when my dad was a cop, this was back when cops actually worked for the government. He sent folks to buy him coffee all the time, but I ain't seen it until now, so what can I do for you? I'm actually working for the dead man to help find his killer. Should I come to the alley and look around a bit? My pleasure. I'm here for Internal Affairs, reviewing the forensic guy's works to find anything they might have missed. Sure, dig in. Certainly wouldn't mind those guys getting taken down a peg or two. Man, do they put on airs if you know what I mean. Amidst the shards of glass from the broken lights, you find a small piece of glass which looks like the bottom of a test tube. Looks like the coat and blanket that the old man was trying to get back. Examine the area for evidence. As you shuffle the bundle of cloth to the side, a printed receipt falls out from behind the folds of the blanket. It's a bar tab receipt from the Seamstresses Union, dated 2 days ago at 3:02 in the morning. Right around the corner is reported time of death. The customer is Sam Watts. The server's name is listed as Coyote. Pick up the coat and blankets. This work light is new. You can see that all the alley's normal lights have been ruined. Upon closer inspection, it seems they've been all imploded, as if some force shattered them all at the same time. There are two distinct sets of footprints, a human's ending in the chalk outline and the largest set possibly Orc Patrol following just behind the first. Okay. The trees have not been found to this man, but they've also hardened him. This man clearly a survivor, though one wrestling with the onset of aging arthritis. You, I saw you over there with that rat bastard cop. What do you want? I think these blankets belong to you. My stuff, mighty decent of you. Don't see that kind of thing too often out here. Know anything about the murder that took place here? Squints, you're suspicious. You a cop here or working for some cop? Just a freelancer. I need to ask you some questions. Nope, I'm sinless as you. Mind answering a few questions. Yeah, I'm an undercover corporate agent. Better watch yourself now. Good, I never tell those cops and salarymen nothing. What do you want to know? Did you see the murder? So it sounds like you live in this alley? Sure, for the last couple of months I've been sleeping there, but I spend my days out doing odd jobs for street merchants or panhandling tourists over near the Seamstresses Union. You see the murder? Nope, I can't say I'm sorry, I missed it. It was hauling crates for Mrs. James up at the market. Can't carry as many as I used to, so it took a while. Got back here in time to see a couple of tourists puking all over my home turf. By then, that jerk face in the uniform had already set up shop in my alley. Where did you see that night? Well, you know, early in the night I saw a big and ugly troll in green hospital scrubs swooping around the block. He bought some donuts and 2 cups of soy calf off Dan over there. He seemed nervous, and he did everything with his left hand because his right was all screwed up with some cyberware. Can you tell me more about the troll cyberware? Well, it was big, and I think it must have had some hospital attachments because I saw some needles. It was a lot like one I saw back in 44 when I got captured by elves. They did all sorts of experiments on me. Let me tell you, never trusted one of them cyber people. That's all I needed to know. Thanks. See you around. Did some donuts to a troll wearing scrubs last night? Maybe. What's it to you? I sell a lot of donuts. A lot of people. I know how Lone Star profiles metahumans. I tell them about a troll that bought donuts for me right before murder. They haul me in just to see if anyone will pay the bail. Not today, my friend. I'll see you around. Hey, chummer, got some tasty morsels for you, just what every well-dressed Shadowrunner should have in his or her backpack. Let me see what you have. Combat stim that increases body by 2, strength by 1, and willpower 1 for 5 rounds. Strength and willpower. They need a hit, Daddy. Guess that's not happening. Wait to buy something from him. You have to leave the Barrens and enter the Seamstresses. You would like to proceed, yes. The Seamstresses Union. Relative to the rest of the Barrens, Touristville is a neon-clothed oasis. At its heart is the Seamstresses Union. Wow, I'm tired. Housed in an old brownstone building on the corner of Illegal and Opportunity, bums huddle together, gangers strut the streets, and the occasional salaryman comes in slumming. The Union building has been retrofitted, rebuilt, and restored so many times that it's like an aging starlet wearing too much makeup in an attempt to stay young. The wild ivy growing out of the gutters adds to its effect. As you enter, the murmur of hushed conversation washes over you. This dive bar denizens raise their heads, take your measure, and then go back to their business. This is the kind of place, geez, I can't read, where everyone knows your name but keeps to themselves. Okay, I think I'm going to end the stream here. I'll play some more probably tomorrow night, probably around 9 p.m. Central Time. So if you want to come back and continue the Shadowrun Returns adventure, come on back. I'll talk to you all later. Have a good night. Thanks for watching.